kids asleep, charts away. Trade daddies on the mic. Let's work. Let's work. Wrenching hand by daylight, grease on the sleeves, nightfall, switch lanes, candles and degrees, blue collar mornings, markets after dark, teaching wealth in the shadows, lighting up the charts, from the shop to the screens, breaking cycles, no cap, turn patience into profit, shoulder, roadmap, education first, yeah, the mission stay clean, built on discipline, modern Canadian dream, daddy time, late night grind, charts glow while the world unwinds, trade daddies, yeah, we break it down, from higher highs to support and bounce. OG in the game, seen bubbles and pain, hands wrapped tight, both gloves in games, from the ring to the feet, pressure don't shake, market swings, heavy steady moves get made, W3BC built, yeah the vision clear, teach and entertain, make the lesson hit here, punchlines land like a clean left hook, markets speak when a trader looks, after bedtime headphones on, screens glow bright, risk defined, patience tested every night, no hype trades, only structure and plans, read the flow, understand supply and demand, now promises made, just skills passed down, so the next generation builds solid ground, from dads to traders, lessons stay true, knowledge is power, now pass it through. Who runs the chart? Trade daddies. Who breaks it down? Trade daddies. Risk, reward, discipline, let's get it, daddy time.
Yo, welcome to another episode of Trade Daddies. We live, kind of. So X is weird. It's not going live. So it shows on my broadcast that the stream is working perfect, but it says scheduled and will not go to live.
Let me check my account.
And I had this yesterday on the adoption pod. I had to manually click live when I go to content.
I'm live on X.
So when I go to live here, it says, sorry, something went wrong. It's our fault. I cannot connect to my live, so I don't know what's going on with X. Question for you. Go to your X account, go to premium, and go to, no, not premium, go to content, like analytics, go to content, go to live. Does it show you anything there?
Let's see. All right, so go where now?
When you go to premium, go to analytics, and it'll show at the top, and there should be a tab that's called live.
Yep.
Does it show
Says
anything
something went wrong, but don't fret, it's not your fault.
Okay, I think they got something going on with their live, because I should be able to see my live stream there. So that's why it's not going like this. The actual broadcast still says scheduled. When I click the link, it says scheduled starting at 9 p.m., which is 5 minutes ago. So I don't know how to make it go live manually. That is so weird.
That's crazy. Well, mine is up. So if you watch it, if you need to watch on X, there you go. Mike's got YouTube on lockdown. We are also on Gosh, which is another streaming platform. And then what else? Anything else?
That's it. We are no longer streaming on the arena. To be honest, I've not been overly happy with it, but I am live on my X now. But the link that I made earlier is not working. Oh, wait a second. Is it working now?
Oh, because you can set like a link for that or like ahead of time, right?
I did, and it was working perfectly. And then someone screwed something up on X. Maybe it's because Nikita is stepping down, and he screwed it up yet again. And maybe it's him. Maybe it's him. And now I can shit talk him because he's stepping down. Okay, so needless to say, we'll figure it out next time. And now it's I don't know. X is weird. I'm gonna cancel this broadcast. That sucks.
Dude, X has been absolutely crazy, like space. I've been, with the Silver Bull. I've been in and out of shows all day long, and sometimes, man, the audio just disappears. I get kicked out of shows just like because the app shuts down. Like, dude, it's so wild right now. It's out of
Yeah.
control. How bad it
It's
is.
an absolute disaster. It's like when we had bits of wealth on the show. He said they're doing everything on the app, but fix it. And
Yeah,
or
true.
I think it was him that said that, but yeah, it's exactly the case. FYI, your mic sounds just a wee bit low.
Low.
Yeah, so maybe I don't know if I can turn you up.
Check. Microphone check.
Sounds good when you're up close, but it's just a little quiet.
I'll turn it up. Just hit the gain a little. I can talk
There we
and
go.
speak more into it as well, if that'll help.
Yeah, you're good. You're just a little quieter than usual. All right.
I'm just a
So
little church mouse. I'm a little church mouse.
it's been a week. S&P 500 all-time highs. Some cool stuff going on. I'm starting to see rumblings of, oh my God, we've bottomed. I still don't think so, guys. I still don't think so. I'll show you why. But yeah, so I still think we're kind of doing, a little bit of a rally. I'll be honest with you though, this is the month. Like August is the month, in my opinion, that we're gonna make a decision. I'm gonna go. Let me share my screen, and we'll
There's a
jump
lot
into.
of things. Like tomorrow is the day for SpaceX. It is the unlock day. They're
Oh,
only going to get 20, only going to get 20% because the share price had to be $175 for them to unlock at 30%. So it would have been additional 10%. But they didn't get there. Who knows? It could be freaking pumped up tomorrow. Who knows? But I doubt it. I'm looking for a
no.
sub $100. That's for sure.
I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised the S&P 500 made a new all-time high. I was expecting like how much longer is this bull run in the stock market can be? It's got to come down at some point. Like investors need to compound the returns. So it's been an interesting bull run.
It's a midterm election year, so you keep this thing rolling, man. Everybody's happy. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, kind of a thing. And so
Maybe you're right. Maybe it goes all the way this way until the actual midterm election. And there goes my camera. I closed NVIDIA broadcast. I didn't realize it was going to shut off my camera. My goodness, computers, man! Like, what's going on with this technology?
Tech is our friend and our enemy. It's our friend.
I feel like back in the spaces, like when your road would just go out. Like I feel like that this is my life now,
dude. So
how do I turn off my camera and turn back on?
I reached out to Rode. I sent them screenshots because like I can't even factory reset this thing right now. And they sent me some instructions on how I gotta do. I'll probably maybe do it tonight, or I don't know, figure it out. But do a like a crazy reboot of this thing, and I might be able to get this thing fixed up. If not, I'm gonna work on getting a freshie from Rode directly. But they got back to me today.
Oh damn! It only took 3 years.
Oh, I said in my last message, I was like, "Hey, as you can see, because I've been reaching out to them. I'm like, as you can see, I have been dealing with trouble on the daily for years with this thing, and I'm at the point now where I can't even factory reset it." And they sent me some instructions. I gotta make sure that I got like set aside some time to totally reboot this thing.
Oh yeah, definitely get that going. Because it was awesome. It was actually really good for the spaces, and the spaces were fantastic. And it's nice to see that the spaces are making a regular appearance back. The Pizza Fridays, loving that. Because we all love pizza. Even though I kind of been following your footsteps, bro. I'm sticking away from as many like carbs as I can. I've actually replaced a lot of bread. Like when I have meals, I've been having a lot of sweet potato. So been trying to eat a lot healthier. Trying to get that dad bod under control. And yeah, so it's been we feel a little bit better. I haven't had bread in like 2 weeks, so we'll see how that goes.
It's interesting, man. Like a lot of things change when you give up bread. Like for me, I get a lot of inflammation in my fingers and knuckles.
Exactly. My back does not hurt as much.
Dude, my arthritis goes away when I stop eating bread. Like I love it.
Ugh, it's great. Like I had pasta yesterday, so I still like, but you know what I noticed being away for so long and then having carbs, it's like you're like, okay, this was the problem. Like
And you can do it like you can have like same thing. Like we had pasta last night, and like I got like some. You got to get the bronze cut bucatini. You got to get the good stuff. But like, dude, you have it like one night, dude. Like you don't have any problems because you're not doing it every day. You're not having bread, and then like you're just living in constant inflation. Inflation, inflammation.
well, we do live in inflation, and that's consistent regardless, regardless if we eat well or not.
And that's a great segue into Bitcoin return on the monthly. Here we go. Where are we at?
All right, so August is typically not a great month. Doesn't mean, and everyone, everyone will look at this chart like, oh my god, like September's supposed to be a good month, or this month's supposed to be a good month. Listen, this chart shows you where it closed at. There could be a whole roller coaster of, from day 1 to day 30. We can be down 40% and finish up 10%. Like, you know what I mean? So like that doesn't tell the whole picture. So just, look at this and, have a caveat to that. So August is typically not a good month. Does not mean we could have a rally in the first couple of weeks of August and then roll over into September at the end of August and, and go towards a new cycle bottom. Hey, shout out to Curtis Gore and Luca in the chat. Just seeing your chat now. What's going on, guys?
Hey, there we go.
So August. So what I was doing some analysis and looking at the bear market months or bear market years and looking for August. I was looking for August, September, October, and I want to see what we've been looking at. So I believe 2014 was a bear market. And you have August minus 17%, September down 19%, and October down 12%. I think obviously volatility to the downside is not going to be as harsh as it was in 2014. And we can see that in 2022, where August was down 13%, September down 3%, and we were actually up in October 5.56%. But mind you, the cycle bottom came in November. So August, I'm expecting, like, it doesn't have to be down 13% double digits, but I don't expect it to be an overly green month. It could be, and the September could be negative. That's possible. But I'm just going based on what history has. It's never going to be the same, but it's going to rhyme. And August in the bear markets seem to be negative. Now we're up 2.79% as of today, but it's only August 5th. There's a lot of month to go. And you got to understand, if we're going to have rallies at the beginning of the month, it's almost like a candle. You think about the monthly candle. If you want a candle to be green, it usually starts red to create a wick, and then it goes into the green. But this candle is technically starting red or green, which means it's going to make a wick to the upside most likely and come back down. That's my opinion. I don't know what's going to happen, but that could make sense to me. So we'll see. Day by day, week by week, that we come on the show, we'll be tracking it, and that'll lead me into my weekly top-down analysis.
I love that. I kind of feel like, and before we get into this, like I'm in what I was looking at today in the charts, and I posted something about Chainlink, is that we are getting like damn near close to not only the buy zone, but what I'm calling your generational buy zone, based on the historical chart and all that stuff. And we can take a look at this later, and I can explain more about it. But like, man, how like we've talked on Bitcoin where it would do like these consolidations up and then take another sharp leg down.
Yes.
Well, Chainlink is like it's on its. I'm calling this the third and final song. This is it, man. This is the last act. This is my opinion, but like this is what I'm talking about. Is that it's on its consolidation up, and it's looking like it's getting ready to make its plunge down. Like I think that we are going to market wide make our market our leg down. We're going to hit our bottom, and then we range and then cycle. Curtis says I'm low too. Is he?
I turned you up. I turned you. Oh, he can't see my message on X. I turned you up, Max, so it should be a little bit better now.
All right, I'll put some in the. Did that get better?
Okay, so let's take a look here on the weekly. So we're still in my channel. So we're still consolidating within the channel, the top of the channel being 67.2 and the bottom of this being 59.259. So this is kind of where we've been bouncing around. Now, what I did look at the weekly is we were starting to curve, and we clearly got rejected by 66 at the top of this channel on this rising wedge here. All right, this is technically a symmetrical triangle. So this is a 50-50 pattern. It's a bilateral pattern, can go both ways. But more often than not, I've seen, in my opinion, I've seen them break to the downside. It doesn't mean they can't break to the downside, then reverse back up. We do have to keep in mind there is a bullish divergence on the weekly, this double bottom, where we have price coming down, but we have the RSI moving up. So that is a potential for a rally, and that double bottom that could play out on the weekly. We had a bounce off the stochastic, came down off the bottom, bounce off. So we want to see where this could go. It could just go sideways and reset. So that doesn't mean that we're going to have a rally, it just means that we can go sideways as well. So honestly, the key is still the same, really. It's the 200-day moving average on the weekly, this yellow line. And we're just kind of straddling this line. So as long as we stay above the 200-day moving average on the weekly, that's bullish. But right now we're struggling with it. We keep getting below it, then we wick back up, and get below it, we wick back up. And what I'm really watching here is the candle, or not the candle, the line here, my 21 and the 200. So you can see here that. Yeah, I'm trying to wait for the cross. Like it looks like we're about to cross. I wish I can. Do you know if we can remove the price? Because I can't see my lines.
What are you trying to get rid of?
The candles. Because I can't see the line.
Yeah. Switch the candle to like a line or something.
Oh, that's right.
Left over one. Yeah, right there.
There we go. We'll do that.
It's like it's right
so
fucking
weird.
there, dude.
Who the hell would look at charts like this? That's weird. All right, so let me get rid of my previous drawings here. So see, we are touching. Like I'm going to zoom in even more so you guys can see here.
This is on the weekly?
This is the weekly.
Oh,
this is the moment, guys. Like another week, like I said, a week or two. So we're a week in, maybe one more week, or maybe the end of this week. Like when this candle closes, you might see this cross. So my base case was it touching and bouncing off, or we get the cross. Now let's show you what it looks like when you get the cross to the downside, because that's important. So this is a weekly on, and my indicators have disappeared. Well, I'm just having udons and noodles of fun today with technology.
Hey, how's my volume now, Curtis? I realized that when I did reset some things on the road, and so it was set on a completely different microphone at a different decibel set.
And now you have echo.
What's that?
You had a little echo for a quick second.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Where? Oh my goodness! I where is my? Did I just lose my indicators?
When you turned off the candles, did they all just go away?
I have no idea. So I have my, yeah, I lost my, oh my goodness. Let me reload my page. Come on, tech. There we go. We're back. Okay. It wasn't me. It was Trading View.
Yeah. It wasn't me, it was you.
Is it a full moon today? Is that what's going on?
You always got to wonder, is it that, or is, as they say, is Mercury in retrograde?
I don't even know what that means.
Well, we're going to do a quick little science. No, Mercury is not in retrograde. The last period ended July 23rd, 2026. So it did. Usually that's when tech happens.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, like Rex Tech. Now, I don't know what that means.
How often does this happen?
That's a really good question.
We are so off the rails today. All right, let me go back to 2022. Okay, so this could be one of those times potentially.
Yep.
2022 price from the top to the bottom, we crossed, and that's when we start to make our way towards the cycle bottom. So we had to cross. We actually lost the 200-day moving average. We went quite below it, and then we came up the rally. And like we've said before, we lose the 21 and we come back to it. Price sticks with it regardless. Always when it gets far. And this is what I've been doing in my trades lately. I've been trading the 1 hour time frame, and what I've been doing is I've been buying crypto or getting in my trades when we're close to the 21, and selling when we get far away from it, because it's been choppy. It's been super chop lately. Like I got some trades. I got 3 trades the other last 3 couple days. I won my trades, but like little scalps because it was just so choppy. Like every time we had a breakout, it would just like not be followed by any more momentum, like 1 or 2 candles, and then it just rolls over. So I sold these little moves, but it eventually went to my target. But it took 2 days to hit my target on the 1 hour chart. So this is kind of what we gotta watch. Like, so price goes away from the 21 and comes back to it, and you see the cross here. We came back to touch the 21 and got rejected, and then down we went to our cycle bottom. This took weeks. This went from basically when we hit our first bottom in the bear market in June of 2022. We came back up into August, and then we didn't find a lower low until November of 2022.
I think we're gonna see the same fucking thing this year, man. The same thing.
I agree, and you kind of see the same thing happen. Like look in the bear market before it, right? We didn't. Same idea. It rhymes. It's not exactly the same, but it's the reverse. You had your low in December of 2018. You came back and you rallied up July 2019, and then you started losing it, and you found COVID happened in March, and you found a higher low. It's another bottoming pattern. It's still a double bottom,
right?
But it's just reversed. Instead of the lower low and then another lower low, you had a low and then a higher low, and then you're off to the races. But it, like this line, this 200-day moving average on the weekly, you cannot deny it, because it continues to be our support line or resistance line for the new bull market. It's our support line in the bull market. If we lose it, like that's it. You're looking for a cycle bottom. And when you're trying to get above it, it's our resistance line to start a new bear run or bull run. So that's where I'm looking at. That's the key. That's, if you're going to watch anything on the charts, if you're going to watch one thing, it's got to be the relationship between the 21 and the 200. And we're so close across. So if this weekly candle closes green, that's good for a bounce. If it closes red, you're looking like you might have that cross. So I wouldn't trade too aggressively this week. I would keep it light. If you got do little scalps here and there, unless you wanna take a chance, right? Like you can take a chance and say, hey, I believe it's going to go down. I've said this before. This could just be a bearish rectangle and some consolidation, right? And this is a continuation pattern, in my opinion, that eventually we're going to break down from. And this says 36,000. I don't know if we're going to get that low.
Give that to me.
But
Can you hear me now? Give it to me.
Give it to me. But yeah, definitely much lower. Or we can even say it's this here, and like a symmetrical triangle. Same idea with a breakdown. 53K, and that it can continue from there. But I'm still a 4-year maxi. I'm still believing that down is the overall direction, regardless if we have a rally in August or not. But yeah, that's where I'm going. You can even say, like, I've seen other people doing this.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're in a downtrend until you're not.
Yeah, so I don't even know where you were connected here, but here, let me do this. Like a falling wedge, right? I wonder, I'm curious. Let me just take a look.
You do it from that other dip and that low from what's probably like around February of 2025.
Like here?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that because I want to try and get it where you have as many touch points as possible.
Yeah. I mean, you could yes, okay.
But and this is another option, like in shoulder, head, shoulder. That's an inverted head and shoulders. So the neckline of that would be like something like this, with a move up like that, which would bring you to like 88K. So like that's a possibility. Like you could have a counter trend rally and still find a cycle. You may have seen the cycle bottom already, or We make a higher low, like you saw in 2018, right? With COVID being the higher low. That's possible. The problem with trading is it's all probabilities. You don't know what's going to happen. And when you know for certain that the bottom is in, it's already too late. You like, you know what I mean? It's going to be, we're going to be up so much where you have missed that opportunity. That's why like we take our best guess. That's why dollar cost averaging is the best strategy, because you don't know. So it's like the mindset is like, I don't know what's going to happen, but just in case, I'm going to buy some. That way, if I'm wrong, I will have had the bottom because I'm dollar cost averaging all the way across. I would have bought some at the bottom and then buying on the way up. So that's why DCA works, because no one's ever going to time it perfectly. All we can do is our best analysis, our best forecast. And the best thing I have going for me is that weekly 200-day moving average, as you can see from history. Now let's take a look at some smaller time frames and see what we can see in there. If it's coinciding with this, and we'll take a look at tether dominance as well.
This is the 3-day.
So this is the 3-day chart. I've been liking this chart a lot. Again, it's another, we see that we had some, now it's never perfect. The patterns, you can draw your patterns. You gotta make sure you're not picky with them, because if you look at like any trading book, any course that you take for trading, it's going to show you these perfect patterns, and they never play out. You got to be flexible with your patterns. And that's what you're seeing here. Like this would have been like a bear flag. And then we came up and then we still went down. Like when I started trading, I was very anal. Like, oh, it's not this pattern. It doesn't look right. And then,
you gotta be open. You gotta be,
and I'm like, what
open.
the hell? This pattern's supposed to break to this downside more often than it doesn't. What's going on? And then you realize like, it doesn't have to be a perfect science. It's got to be close. So I stopped being so anal with my lines. And we see here, just it's consolidation. All I care about is this bearish or bullish consolidation, regardless of the shape it makes. This is bearish consolidation because we're in a downtrend. And we're below the 200-day moving average, which means it's more likely to continue to the downside. And we're just going to touch the 21 on the way. We're going to lose it. We're going to come back up to it. So here we go. Bearish consolidation, breakdown to 57K. I did get a flash on my indicator because we had an RSI and a stochastic reset. So that is kind of why we've seen this pump. But we are curving. This is the thing I've been watching on the 3-day. Nobody's saying what I'm saying. Pardon me?
Is that the Adam and Eve that you talked about?
Yes, and nobody's talking about it. Everyone's saying that we're going to pump, and everyone's people I've seen some traders that are very good are saying the 3-day looks bullish. But I see what the bullish guys are saying is that we have this. We have an ascending triangle. We have a clear resistance, but a straight line, and we have it'll be like this, an ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern, right? Bullish pattern should lead up to this, and then away we go. 74K. Okay, that is what they're saying, and we're just going to consolidate in this again. Very, very possible, but I'm more leaning towards that Adam and Eve double top, right? Because we have the sharp V. And then they're around the top. Now we flip the chart upside down. It's an Adam and Eve double bottom, right? And Adam and Eve double bottom, would take the neckline. So price would continue here. And then the measured move is basically kind of like this. Kind of the same idea as you measure a cup and handle. And it bring you down to 55K. Revisiting the lows, right? And that's what I'm seeing. Like, and I'm more leaning on this side because the stochastic RSI is on the top coming down. Now, does that mean it can't bounce off and like do something like this? It can. So week by week, day by day, what I would do, I would just watch your trend lines. You have your line on the top, you have your line on the bottom. You see where the support and resistance lies. Now, if we lose this white line, the 21-day moving average, I see a move to the bottom of the channel. Like, I'm going to ignore the wicks for a second. I'm just going to use the bodies. Like, this is it. This is your consolidation pattern. Break to the upside and flip this line as support, very bullish. Lose this line, come back and get rejected by it, bearish.
Right.
If you're gonna trade this the 3-day, this is it. Don't trade until you see a move to the upper downside. And I'm leaning more towards down. But again, anybody like when we broke down here on the 3-day, I'm like, okay, this is it. This is where we're gonna hit the bottom. And then we had a bounce. So this could break up. August could have a nice rally the next 2 weeks. And then the rest of the month could be a slow grind and then a leg down. Like it would make sense to catch the liquidity, get everybody longing, and then rip it down to the downside. So I could see that happen.
What's the purple line just north of what the price action is?
This would be the 100-day moving average. I believe. Let me just confirm. Sorry, that's the 50-day. Sorry, my 100-day is orange. So this is the 50-day moving average. And then, yeah, so this is the week, the 200-day moving average on up top here. So 200, 100,
we're a ways
50.
away from that, man. I feel like at some point we gotta get a little. We gotta kiss it.
You're right. I don't know if the 3-day we're gonna touch it, but like I would say the 1 hour. Like let me go to the 1 hour. So the 1 hour we're above it. Okay, so we're on an uptrend as long as we stay above it, and we're touching the 21 now. I would like to see a stochastic RSI reset. This, like, if you're a bull, like this is literally what I've been trading. I've literally been buying here, selling here, buying here, selling here. That's exactly what I've been doing. As soon as we get away from the 21, I sell. Like this is literally the last 3 scalps I made were here and here. Sorry, not here. I didn't get that one. There and there, and I sold here. I missed this one because it's like 6 a.m. I was sleeping.
It happens.
Yeah, I know. It's always at the worst times. Like, come on. But like that's how I've been playing these little scalps. But like, it's like, look at this chop. Like, it is all over the place. So this is kind of what, if we're going to continue this, then we should bounce in the next hour or two up here and come. You know, you'd like to see 65 and a higher, right? So the momentum starts, like I've told you guys before, from the small time frames and then works its way up, right? So the 1 hour, again, I'm not going to go to the minute. The 5 minute, you know, above the 200-day moving average, we're right at it. So like we want to make sure we stay above that to be bullish. The 15 minutes above it, which means, and then the hour, right? So if we lose the 5 minute 200-day moving average, then we got to watch the 15 minute. If the 15 minute loses the 200-day moving average, then we're more likely to lose it on the 1 hour. But if it continues up, then you'll see it. And then you'll see, you know, look at the 4 hour, right? The 4 hour, you're looking for a potential cross to the upside. So price went away from the 21. Price is probably going to do something like this, make its way down back to the 200-day moving average. And then you would see a bounce if you see a bounce, and then the 21 would cross, and then you'd see and move back to the 21 and then continue up if we stay bullish. I believe liquidity is up at 66.5. Let me look at coin glass. So if I'm not mistaken, I saw some liquidity up there. Liquidation. Was it?
You ever use what's that book?
Book map.
Book map.
You have to pay for it.
Oh, that sucks.
So in my trading group, people have access to it and will post pictures of it. I don't show it on here because it's not my trading group. I pay to be in there, so I'm not gonna show somebody else's stuff, right? But you get it. It's pretty close. Like this is pretty close. So actually, I was talking to somebody in my trading group, and I'll have to find it for you guys. There is a YouTube that it's live streaming all the time, and I have to log in. What the hell? Okay, into Google. So when you go to this YouTube channel, they have the ETH liquidation levels, and they have Bitcoin just live streaming, like 24/7.
Wow.
So you can just go on there and
know what's going on.
Yeah, I thought it was actually freaking cool. What is going on here? This is successfully logged in. I can't. It's blocking the liquidation thing. I can't click it.
Mercury must be in retrograde.
I can't get your break today, guys. Honestly. Yo, Matthew in the house. It's been a minute, bro. How you been? Is it heat map? There it is. That's what I was. The heat map. Okay. So 65,000, 65.2, and then some at 65.7, and so on and so forth. So we got a lot of liquidity here around. Let me see. I just want to make sure we're at the right pair symbol, model 2, model 3, short. Cool. And then we have liquidity down here at 63.9 and then 63.7. So it's honestly, you're trapped in this liquidity here. So what do we hit first? We have 60.
Is it going to go up to down to up, whatever, just clear everybody out?
Yeah. So usually it goes to the closest level, but they're very similar. So again, that's why you're seeing so much chop in this market, because there's liquidity on both sides. Nobody knows where it's going to go, right? So you'll have some sort of catalyst that'll lead it, to an up or down movement. So again, trade lightly. This is why I'm be doing the longer time frames, because you're just going to get chopped out like crazy on the small time frame right now. It's
Lower
just
leverage.
It is just not worth it. Like if you're making money right now in trading, pat yourself on the back, as most people are losing money. Okay. Okay. So 4 hour, we could have a potential cross, or this 21 could get rejected and just come back down, and this continues.
Now, because it's bullish because it's coming up, whereas it's not the 21 coming down at it.
Well, no, I've seen it could be both. Like honestly, like I've seen this a bunch of times. This is you can see like how you just look at the chart. You see, look here, look, oh, it's coming up and went sideways alongside it down. Right? Oh, that was weird. And then let's take a look. You can just look and find when the 200 was coming up and then just got rejected. Or the 21 was coming up. Like here we cross. So you want to see the cross. What the model is the cross, price action moves up, comes back to touch the 21, and we go up from there. Like that. That's like this is the exact model right here. Like this is the model that I like to trade over and over and over. It's cross, price comes up, we come back, we consolidate back towards the 21. You get in your trade here and you write it up, right? That's how you want to trade. And it works best, obviously, when you have a stochastic and an RSI that bottoms out, because that's why it leads to a nice big pumps. And the same thing is happening right now. Every time. The cursed line. So right now we're coming up. So and it's looking like we're going to consolidate down, which this is good. Like this is what you would want to see, right? A nice consolidation back down to the 21, and what we want to see is price come back, touch here, or it doesn't have to touch it, get close to it, and then pop off again. And if that pops off, you're looking at a move here like this, 65.1. And this is on the 4 hour. So all you got to do is you follow the trend and you try to stay on trend.
Or what do you say? What are you trading on right now? More of you said the 1 hour.
Yeah, I've been liking the 1 hour. You got to wait a little bit longer. Like I got into a trade at work in the morning when I got into work, and I didn't close the trade till like I went home, and only because I'm driving. I got my kids swim class. I don't want to be I don't want to be like in the trade and have to manage it because it's so choppy. So I sold in profit, which is fine. I said, fuck it. You know what? And you know what? This is exactly what I did. I sold in profit. We were away from the 21. I sold. I said, okay, if I'm going to get back in later, I'll get back in when we come back to the 21, which is exactly what I did. Made more profit. And then sold it because like we had no follow through. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to bed, no follow through. And then all of a sudden we rolled over, came back to 21, and at 6 a.m. we bounced off, and then that was the pump that we had today, right? So that's what I want to see here. I want to see price stick with the 21 and continue to move to the upside, and see if we can get back to 65. Again, we're closer to that 65 liquidity level than we are to the lower levels because we're right at 64.5. So like $500 away from those liquidation levels. So I could see us go up to 65 over tonight. What today's Wednesday, so yeah, maybe Thursday, and we'll see what this week goes. We got a couple more days on the weekly candle. This is decision time. I'm starting to get excited because the bear market's almost over. Like, even though like we may have found a bottom or we may go to a cycle bottom, we may not go up for a while. We might go sideways and consolidate, because bear markets tend to go sideways for a while. Like if you look here on the weekly and you see this, like bear markets, they find a bottom, but they go sideways for quite a bit. Like yes, they may trend up, but all in all, like you're looking at, before we really start off, you look at like 490 days, right? So we still got quite a while, like 2027. Like we might have price move from the bottom up, like the bottom, even in 20, like here, the bottom up was up 113%. So you would have doubled your money even in a bear market, but the real gains start after the halving, right? Like 2028 is our halving. So 2027 may be up from the bottom, but it's not a bull market. It's like that consolidation year. You have the price come down, manipulation, accumulation, distribution. Okay, I showed you guys this on tether dominance and why tether dominance looked like it started a new uptrend. If you guys watched previous weeks, that's how most charts work, right? Accumulation, distribution, new uptrend, and we're starting manipulation, accumulation, distribution, and that would be next bull market would be distribution. So still a lot of time to go sideways. We may find a bottom, but 2027 will be up from the bottom, in my opinion. It's not going to be all new all-time highs, but we'll be off the bottom. I don't know, 100%. Do we do it again? But hey, you're buying stuff now, potentially. I'm not going to speak for altcoins because I don't know where altcoins going to go, especially what happened last bull run. But potentially for Bitcoin, you can double your money from buying now and waiting until the end of 2027. You can do pretty well. I believe this asset class is still going to continue and make new all-time highs in the future. Let's take a look at the small time frames, and then we'll work through some news, and we'll take a look at Chainlink. I lost. Did you say something? Now you're really quiet. Like you sound like you're super far away from your mic. That mic's not working.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can.
Oh man, this is getting interesting. Guys, make sure that you smash the like button. You're loving this top-down analysis. Get smashing, you jabronis.
Is it a full moon? I gotta see now. That's 50%. It's a half moon.
August 12th.
So we got a half moon today. Okay, I had to check because like just wacky today.
Maybe that's why there's only half the power of the moon. We're getting half the
compute. I don't know. Everyone's taking vacation in summer. That's the problem. Even tech guys. Nikita is off. So X is a disaster. There's nobody in power. I heard something about a SpaceX rocket crashing to the moon. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe the moon's just angry.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So 15-minute. We have peaked a little bit. Kind of coming down. Is this a falling wedge with a move back up? Are we going to come back and see the 200-day moving average? Is price going to make its way back here and maybe bounce? That's possible. Some consolidation down. The 21, if we're bullish, the 21 should come, bounce off the 200 and start going up again, or just go up from here. But we're below. We're fighting with that 21 right now. As you can see, we're not above it. We're just like chopping right on it. It doesn't know where it wants to go right now, and we kind of lost it. So we want to see price stay above it, like up and back to it, up and back to it. But right now we don't know. Like this looks like it wants to kind of continue down, but we'll see. 15. Look, this is ridiculous. Like, this is choppy. Like this. Forget about here. This is where traders get wrecked. Like, look at this garbage. That is horrendous. Wild. You want to see, move up, consolidation. Like this is a rising wedge downside, but you know how we've said we up, consolidation, up, and then same thing on the way down. It's down, consolidation, down, right? And clearly this is a shit show. 5 minute, again, that 200-day moving average. This is kind of what you want to see on the 15-minute here. So remember I said we come down, we bounce off it, and you're starting to see the beginnings of that potentially. So watch for the 5 minute that bounce off the 200 and come back up. This looks like it could be good. Low stochastic, low RSI. We had an RSI and a stochastic reset, and the MACD, it looks like it's flipping to the green. So look for a little pump on the 5 minute here. And the 1 minute is looking like it wants to come back and get above the 200-day moving average. So short time frame, if you're looking 5 minute, 15 minute, I would be looking for a potential long. This would be a long.
What would be your what would be your jump out point for long if you were going
so
long?
5 minute, I would have jumped in here and then stop loss like down here below losing the 200, like basically on this wick here, and just riding it up as much as I can. If you're probably might be a little late to this party here. And then if it comes back up, I would wait for it to go up and come back to the 21, get in there, and then
where are you taking profits? I mean, you're not going to let it run forever. Where do you take your profits at?
That's up to you. I don't know right now. Just I don't have an actual. There's no actual pattern right now that I'm seeing that to do a measured move. Like if you want to say, I don't know. I think it's. I don't even want to say this is like a falling wedge. Like this is just weird. Let me look at a bigger time frame and I'll tell you. Okay, so we'll go to the hour. The hour could be a move here. So if we're bouncing off the hour, off that 21, we have a falling wedge there. It could be something like that. Like if we're bouncing off here, move back up to 64.9. That's 65 level. That liquidity level, but that's not a very big trade. Like you'd have to put on the 5 minute trade, you have to put a lot of size into that to make decent returns on that. But above the 200-day moving average, bullish. So as long as the 5 minute stays above this yellow line, you're good. You could get in here and try to see if you can ride it up with your stop loss down here. Again, you're so close to it now, so just put your stop loss here and then see if you lose it, you lose it. And then the bearish thing would be the cross of the 21 of the 200. But yeah, okay, let's do a couple things of news, and then we'll jump into some more TA on the charts. Let's get some music pumping because I feel like after all this technical difficulties, we got to. That is not at all what I was looking for. Oh, if this is not if this is not comedy, I don't know.
Dude, I love the little tablas.
Absolute cinema here today on the show. All right, let's take a look at some news. Crypto news. Okay, 120 million cold card hack lights up Bitcoin's memory pool. Yikes. Every time I look at it, there's more and more money that has been found to have been lost. And that's not good. That's not good. Now, is it a Bitcoin problem? No. This was a cold card problem, and the way they generate their seed phrases. Somebody got through the randomness, which was obviously not random. It was a firmware exploit. So not great for cold card. Which kind of sucks because from what I heard, cold card was one of the best. Mind you, they are a little newer. I think I've only heard them for a couple years now, like 4 years, something like that. It sucks, man. And it really, the worst part about it is you think you're doing the right thing. You got cold storage wallet, you know what I mean? And there's all of a sudden, like, you're drained. It's like, what the fuck? This should not happen in a cold storage wallet. So it's...
I think, that's in all the articles that I've seen or testimonials, all that stuff. Like, you see the people are just like, I'm at a loss for words. Like, I did everything right. Like, I never shared the seed phrase. Like, it was, you just did everything right. And you're like, golly, man. Like, you heard, like, some people have lost millions.
Yeah. Like, the life savings. Like, it's crazy. And Man, you know what's wild? It's you're doing everything right, and you have counterparty risk, regardless of the fact. Like Bitcoin is supposed to get rid of counterparty risk, right? That's why you don't have banks. That's why you're unbanked, because you're relying on you, but you still have counterparty risk because these creators of these cold cards could be your point of failure. Like, and not though it's your fault. It could be their software or an update to their software that there's a bug. Like, you may not have a bug now, but if you update to the latest version, maybe there's a mistake that they didn't see. And you gotta believe that there are people there with AI agents trying to crack these things all the time. So you can never get away from risk. It's never going to be zero. There's no part in anything in life that's 100% safe, right? What you can do.
Do you think that is the conversation then, like when you start to talk about decentralization versus centralization, and kind of why maybe centralization is the necessary evil? I know it sucks to hear you even say that. I know, like as a native, like it's silly to say, but it is, in my opinion, a necessary evil.
I think they should coexist. I've always looked at adoption, freedom of speech, decentralization, all that as a spectrum. Some people want more, some people want less, right? Some people are comfortable, like, even though in light of all these hacks and this cold wallet hack and all that, I still prefer, cold storage. Now, what I'll tell you after this hack is I'm more likely to be splitting up my funds and have multiple cold wallets in multiple different brands. And I've even started entertaining the idea of storing my own Bitcoin in my own Bitcoin node, right? So, like, the best thing you can do is, plan for the worst, hope for the best. And planning for the worst, in my opinion, is having not one single point of failure. Have your funds spread out. So if you do get drained in one wallet, you have your funds split up so you're not losing everything. That's the best you can do, because there's no perfect solution, unfortunately. And I'll be honest with you, I've played with this idea too. I use ShakePay. ShakePay is one of my on and off ramps, and I'm thought, well, what if I just take some, put on ShakePay? Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, do I own the keys in the wallet? No, but they've never had a problem, and I've been using them since 2017. So, sorry, not 2017, 2018. But you know what I mean? Not to say that there's never going to be a problem.
That's the one. I mean, I know that we went to the party, the private event with them and stuff in Toronto. What is it that you get when you shake? It's like a couple pennies and stuff, but like that shit'll add up eventually.
If you shake 3 times, you're playing with it. If you shake for sats, and you get like pennies. Yeah, like
shake it for sats.
You shake it for sats, but don't shake it more than like 3 times, because then you're just playing with it.
That seems fair.
That should be like, is that not the like best marketing thing? They should market that. They should be like, shake for sats, but don't shake it more than 3 times.
Yeah, shake more than 3 times.
Yeah. But yeah, it's you can shake for sats. They also have like a kind of like Coinbase, like a 1% back. They have their own card, like a crypto card. You don't have to spend crypto. You can even just load it with cash, I believe, and you get 1% back on purchases in Bitcoin. And I believe you could also earn. You can earn by holding cash or USDC, and they pay you the yield in Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty cool too. So they got a lot of cool features. Really, really good. If you're Canadian, I definitely recommend using them. Like, I've been using them and Crypto.com, and I will tell you now, ShakePay, if you're looking for just Bitcoin and Ethereum, they don't have a lot of altcoins. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDC. If that's what you want, ShakePay is the place to go. If you want other altcoins, you're going to want to use another centralized exchange, but ShakePay, man, over Crypto.com, in my opinion. And I've used both, and I love Crypto.com, but ShakePay has been way better. That's my place to sell crypto. So cold card, I still think Trezor, and I'm using Elipol, and I've been liking Elipol specifically because they are fully air gapped. They never touches the internet. I never have to connect my device to a computer ever. And even when you update the firmware, you never connect the device to a computer. It has a separate thing. You put an SD card, you get the new firmware from the SD card, and the device updates away from a computer, which is kind of neat. Fully air gapped.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, I loved actually watching on Twitter. It was very entertaining to see, Cold Card's failure and all the other cold storage wallet using it as like a marketing things. Like, this would never happen with Ledger. This never happens. See, Alipol's good, like, because we use this technology, and like they're just using it to their. Of course they would, right? But it was just funny to see. And that's literally what I did. Is when I heard about that hack, the first thing I did is I went on Twitter and I'm looking at, did Ledger make a statement? Did Alipol make a statement? Did Treasure make a statement? Did Tangent make a statement? And a lot of the big ones, they all said, yeah, our technology is fine. This is not a problem with our technology. And I checked. I don't know if you did, but I checked my wallet right away. I'm like, whew, okay, we're good.
The best thing that they could do is to get out in front of that and just say, look, like, your funds are Safu.
Oh man, those are good old days. All right, really quick, we'll go through the last little bit of news. We'll go through Chainlink, some Tether dominance, and then we out of here. All right, S&P 500 is back at the record high. Dow just hit 54K. Bro, I'm waiting for the pullback. When the hell are we gonna get the pullback in the S&P 500? I want to buy, and I should have bought fucking 2 months ago, and now I have FOMO. I should have FOMO for crypto, but I have FOMO for the S&P 500. Isn't that crazy? The stock market, hey, Trump, baby Trump. Like, I don't know, man.
Just, I mean, at some point,
Love or hate the guy, the stock market's at all-time highs, bro. I don't know. He's making money.
At some point, it's going to be a great short. It's going to be a great short.
Oh yeah. I can't short it. I don't know if you have to be an accredited investor to be short the S&P 500. I don't have options or anything like that.
I can get you. Here, you click my ref link over at BitUnex, and you can. For the VPN, you can trade anything.
Beautiful. I guess you do tokenized stuff, so you can probably do that now, right? I don't trade. I trade Bitcoin, guys. I don't trade a lot of like traditional stuff, but the way I trade can be used on literally anything. So because they all respect it. So, and I mentally trade. I always like chart out other things. Like if I trade, like I have my retirement investment, and I chart out my stocks that I'm in, and I find trad stocks are way more accurate when you do your patterns and on your trends, and because crypto is all over the place. So Iran, we could have, I know we've heard this before, a deal, the freedom movement where they open up the Strait of Hormuz. This has got to end at some point. Like, oil is critical and for everyone. So hopefully this comes to an end, and we have some, good news, and maybe a catalyst for a move to the upside, right? And maybe the bottom isn't. Maybe 57K was the bottom. And maybe we do come revisit some lows in October, but maybe it's a higher low. So that could definitely be the case. We don't know where this is going to go, but we want to see more good news and the world start to heal and good things start to happen, so we can start to see markets and investors have their mind at ease, with markets getting better. And we also need rate cuts. Rate cuts got to come and happen, because investors will come in when debt is easier to come across and is less expensive, because it becomes more opportunity, right? Right now, your opportunity cost is the interest rate versus your return. So if the interest rate's too high and you borrow money to buy assets, if you're not getting a good rate on enough rate on your return to pay the interest, then it's not worth it. But if interest rates come down and investors can borrow money to buy assets and get a good return on the assets, and then the interest rate's not a big deal, like your interest cost, right? So that's what we got to see, and that's kind of the cycle of investments in the market. Okay, we went through this. Let's go through Chainlink and see what the heck is going on. Because actually, I'm really excited for Chainlink too, actually. You showed me that chart today, and it was really cool. You were on the weekly, if I'm not mistaken?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Yes, okay, I see what wow, isn't it crazy? It almost looks exactly like Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's like right there, dude.
I had to double check to make sure I was on the Chainlink chart. All right, so I believe what you had mentioned, I will chart it out real quick.
Yep.
And we're doing it one more time here.
This is the final act. If you're a theater buff, I'm not. I feel like the third is the third and final act is.
$4.50, $4.60, something like that.
Yo, that is generate. Now, if you can zoom back throughout the entire history of Chainlink, like that is a generational buy.
Well, would you look at that? So this is 2022 bear market, guys. Look at that. We don't have to go down the target. We could stop right here, and we're right here, even in the middle, at $6.70. Like that's right in the middle of this liquidity level. Very interesting. Very interesting. And it's hard to say because we could have even bottomed. We may come back down again, but like the stochastic reset, and so did the RSI. We hit a bottom. Like you don't hit bottoms very often, do you? Let me see. I haven't. So the last time we hit a bottom on the RSI and the stochastic was back in February of 2026, and then this was the bottom, but the RSI was on the bottom. When was the last time the RSI was on the bottom before that? Like June of 2023. It doesn't happen very often that you get like the RSI and the stochastic coming down to the bottoms. So it could have even bottomed here. Like if you're looking at the weekly here, and it could be a bottom. Maybe you come do something like this where you bottom, you can tell you come back down, make it the double bottom, and that's it. Like a little bit of a lower low, or revisiting the lows. Remember, higher low. You can do something like this where it makes a higher low because the RSI and the stochastic were on the bottom there. So could be a good buy. This is the trend line you want to watch, and you want to see price lose that white line, that 21-day moving average. But I'll tell you the purple line here, which I believe we confirmed was my 50-day, has crossed the 200-day moving average. So could be a little bit more downside before we go up. But like I said, the bear market is coming to an end. Like we're coming to the end of this bear market. We're closer. Like this is the way I look at it. If you're looking at the stock market, you're looking at other assets. And I, as an investor, I gotta ask myself, okay, in the next 2 years, where do I think the best return on my money is going to be? S&P is making all-time highs. Yeah, is it going to go up? Maybe even goes another 5%. Okay, great. Maybe it goes up 10%. Great. But I still think crypto in the next 2 years will be, because the S&P 500 is not going to be making new all-time highs for the next 2 years, right? I don't think that's realistic. But crypto's been beat up this entire year since October of 2025, right? So I would say if I'm looking at assets and I'm looking at the rental market, the housing market is in shambles, at least in Canada. The stock market in the US has been at all-time highs. It's got to come down at some point. Crypto has been beaten up. I might be the best return on my money. So you're going to see that shift when investors start to say, hey, this is the best opportunity, in my opinion. You're going to see that shift.
Gold already did its thing.
Gold, silver, oil, everything had its move. And it's time for crypto. It's going to be 2027 and on from there. But the bottom is going to be within the next couple months, if it hasn't been already. And if you're not stacking now, then I don't know what to tell you. You're missing out on the best time to buy crypto ever. It's bear markets. It's this time. So I'm dollar cost averaging. I started my buy every month. I'm buying regardless of price now. I don't care. I am just buying because I think we're so close. Even if it goes down another 20%, I don't care because we're so close to the bottom. We're so close to the end. I don't think we'll have to wait so long, right? By next year, in 365 days from today, I'd be surprised if we're not much higher than we are now.
Oh, dude, we are gonna be. Yeah,
flying
in a year
high.
from now, things are going to be looking a lot different than they are right now, for sure. We are going to be excited. We're going to laugh about these prices. We're going to, we're going to be all happy, and the sentiment will be joyous again. We'll be getting ready for the absolute bull run of all bull runs if it's not started already.
So, tether dominance, I will leave you with this. Do we go down or do we go up? We looks like we bounced off the 21-day moving average, stochastic come down, could be curving up. I don't know. This doesn't really scream falling wedge to me like this. This looks more like a descending triangle, in my opinion. So we have a clear, straight line resistance here, which is actually a breakdown. So we could lose it. So is this the last leg down, or have we hit the bottom and we're just going to go sideways and, tether dominance starts an uptrend? I don't know. We need more information. But I don't believe the indicators have fully reset for crypto to be done yet, going down. So week by week, day by day, that 200-day moving average on the weekly on Bitcoin is what I want you guys to focus on. If we lose that, more bearish momentum. If we bounce off that and we start closing candles above that weekly 200-day moving average, we're in for a wild ride to the upside. That's it.
I know other people are too. I'm ready for the a little bit of excitement. I'm ready to get to the bottom and then ready to just let's go. We've been waiting for this for a long time. Let's go.
It feels like forever, but it's funny
because I think a lot of us were. You obviously did a better job because you're a Bitcoin guy, but a lot of us who were heavy into altcoins, we didn't get it. We didn't get the run, so it's been years.
You're right. Yeah,
we're just waiting, chomping at the bit for fucking something. Come on.
Absolutely, and you're not going to make as much money in any other class than crypto. Crypto has the opportunity. Crypto's the future. Blockchain's the future, and for anybody that's in the space now, you're on the cutting edge. We are gonna be. This is the financial system upgrade. Is blockchain and tokenization and all that stuff like that. The way we fundraise as humans is going to be on the blockchain. It's going to be tokenized future. So this is the world, guys. This is what's going on, and you're here for it. So we'll see you guys next week on another episode of Trade Daddies. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you helped smash those like buttons, retweet the live, get the word out, because we're here every week giving you guys alpha so you guys can make better decisions in investing. Obviously, this is not financial advice, but it's entertainment. And if you were not entertained today with all the technical issues, I don't know. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Do I have your attention now?
Yes.
Good. All right, guys. Well, we'll drop it. We'll leave it there. And you guys have a fantastic night. Take care and sayonara.
See you next time.
Yeah. Another session in the books. Trade Daddies. Let's close it out right. Yeah. From the charts to the couch, we appreciate your time. Every view, every share, that support is a sign. Late night learners building wealth slow. Plant seeds today, watch the legacy grow. We don't flex hype, we invest in the grind. Teach discipline so you level your mind. If the game gave value and the message hit deep, run it back, tap let the algorithm speak. Trade Daddies, yeah, we here every week, dropping gems, keeping structure unique. If you vibe with the movement, help it expand. Like, share, subscribe, build the brand. Trade Daddies, yeah, we teach no cap, real dads, real trades, real talk on the map. No promises quick, just knowledge and reps. Risk managed tight, calculated steps. From beginners to vets, everybody can learn. Market cycle spin, patience earns. So salute to the viewers, community strong. Independent thinkers, moving along. Hit subscribe if you rock with the show. Turn alerts on, don't miss the flow. Who keeps it real? Trade Daddies. Who builds the skill? Trade Daddies. Like it up, share it wide.